Okay, we are here.
We are live on
It's so live.
both YouTube now and on Facebook.
So we're making progress. We're getting there, people. Thank you for your patience.
Yep. And you can comment on YouTube. Some people thought you couldn't, but you can. So just letting you know that you can do that. And in the email that I sent out, all you had to do was click on that, the link to the YouTube page. It's actually uh, @Darla Ewalt 6824. I think I always forget that number. That's why I always have to
doesn't
look
show
it
up there.
No, it didn't show up there, of course. Okay.
So it is actually so tempting, but it's Darla because Darla knows what she's doing.
Well, not really.
She's the only one who's figured it out yet.
Okay, so
Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Pat, for showing up. We appreciate it.
yep.
Well, I suppose.
So I had a class today.
Yes, you did. You had so
I
much
did
fun.
English paper piecing.
And she's going to show you what she did.
Now I know if you watched a show what Pat did, you've seen this. But this is
Darla's.
This is mine. It's a little bit different than Pat's. That's my back. Probably not nearly as good as Pat's.
But it's there. You did it.
And there's still another class this coming Saturday, 12:30 to 3:30.
12:30 to 3:30. Now, did you use the entire time?
We use that plus.
Okay.
Well, I'm working today too, so I was also back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you could leave at 3:30 if you needed to. But we just got to talking. There were two of us, and it was just a wonderful time.
Okay. You never know how a class is going to go, and it never ceases to amaze me. You always end up with a whole set of new friends.
Yes, you do.
Every time there's a class, a whole new different group of people. It's always good.
Yep.
It always is.
So these are the little. I stuck myself with the pin.
Workers' comp.
I didn't want to bleed over the fabric, so I'm having a little trouble here.
Would you like some help?
Yes, would you?
Okay, I can do that. I am here
Right
just
on
for
my
you. And you guys too. So we have a little house. Do you want me to hold it, or you want?
I can hold the house. There's the house. It needs to be a little higher for
our Facebook people.
For YouTube. So
YouTube.
I need to.
Facebook. I'm making.
Anyway,
doing well.
This is a little piece that I started out with. I cut my fabric. My first one I cut too small, and it was a challenge, but I got it done.
But you made it.
I made it. Yep.
Okay.
So then you cut your fabric.
And in order to cut the fabric, you're going to need. Did you use a rotary cutter? Did you use scissors?
Scissors mainly.
Okay.
You could use a ruler with a rotary cutter. I actually kind of did that a little bit because to
I'm sure.
Well, to reduce the amount of fabric that you're working with, because I had this long strip of fabric, and I only wanted to work with a little chunk. So you might need this ruler.
And this one is an 3 by 12.
This is a 3 by 12. A 2.5 by 12 would work also. So it just doesn't need to be very long. 12 inches was plenty long. So that was that one.
It's a good size for that.
Then I glued I did two that I glued the fabric onto my little paper there, my little house paper. So you would need this. I used the Quilter Select. There are other ones that would work.
The thing that's nice about the Quilter Select is that it is a bright yellow, and then it dries clear. So you don't see it. Not in this particular case, it's all going to be popping out anyway.
Right.
But it helps you know where you've been.
That's right. Then you have to, if you don't glue it on, you have to baste it on. Baste it. That's the word I want. So we just grabbed some pins.
Those are needles. It may have been a long day for Darla.
It has been a long day. We got some needles. And Pat showed Laura and I a really, really neat way to get a knot into our thread.
Oh.
So
worth taking the class just for that.
So we threaded the needle, and then we used this magic thread conditioner, and you rub your thread over it, and it makes it glide through and things. But you want to do that after you tie the knot in the thread.
Oh, okay. Now,
It's much better.
does it matter what size thread you use? Does it matter? Do you use 50 weight or 40 weight?
We kind of used whatever I had.
Okay, so it doesn't
But
really
Pat recommends Orifil.
matter. Always.
Yep. I happen to have Metler, and just whatever,
It's still a
'Cause
good quality
it's,
thread.
It's
not
good
garbage
quality thread that you're going to stitch, and then you stitch these pieces together. So this has all been hand sewn.
And the thing that's interesting about sewing these little guys is that it's not going to go as fast as what machine sewing is. It's just not. It's not meant to. It is meant to be something you can do a little bit by a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? I think Pat said that several times. So you can just sit and do one cross or do one section of you could do it while you're in the car.
That's
if
right.
You don't get motion
in front
sickness.
of the TV. I used clips. I forgot to grab these, but they were right by here. I had to clip my fabric on, especially to kind of hold it while I was gluing or while I was basting, whatever. And
it's like an extra set of hands.
Especially the one that I didn't have enough. I don't know if you can see that, but I did not have enough. There, I got to get it higher for YouTube there. On there.
You just got to show it like in between.
I need to lower my camera. So these work really well also, clips. And you can use pins. We happen to have some applique pins. And Pat, for your information, we have figured out how to get these sold in the computer for you. So you can come in.
It was not easy.
Okay, I'm going to flip around and
you're going to lower the camera. Okay. So
we're going to talk about other paper piecing. So
I was just going to say, I have another paper piecing project, say that 3 times fast, that Pat has done for us. So that adds another. We're going to talk major alliteration today. And this is what it is. Now, typically these are done a lot smaller, but I accidentally ordered really large pieces. So the good thing about this is you get really big pieces really fast, so you cover a lot more territory very quickly, because there are some where even on the 3rd layer you wouldn't be this big yet. But Pat has put this together, and it's not really on the black. This is just, it's pinned so you guys can see it better, but I think this is just amazing.
Now I want to, have any of you seen Grandmother's Garden?
Yes.
This is the pattern.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And it actually is available where I think Pat was planning on doing a class on this one too. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Might be floating out there. There's a lot of things floating right now. So anyway, but we do have the pieces for this. The paper pieces. We do have a location where you can get the free pattern. So it's not like you require us to do the class. But if you, I would say start with the houses. They're not houses.
If you start with this one here, you will be able to do the others. Pat kind of gave us the hints on things we need to think about when we're doing the others. So sign up for Saturday and come in.
It will be fun.
And learn how to do English paper piecing.
And the thing that's fun about this one is part of it is just the fabric. Getting to see how it turns out and how it looks is really nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
Very, very entertaining to see that turn out.
So I bent that down a little too far.
I'll just stand a little shorter. It's okay.
I'll just raise it just slightly.
Okay. It's all technical. It's all technical here, guys.
You're not dealing with professionals.
No, that's good. I mean, height-wise, my head is not chopped off.
Good.
So we're fine. And I'll keep slouching a little, so it's good.
Oh, we have
Okay.
another paper piecing class that's going to be coming
yes,
up.
this one is coming up. This is coming
This
up on
one's
the
pinned too,
25th.
so be careful.
Okay. So this is the stellar paper piecing class, which what is top? I don't know where top
It doesn't
is.
matter.
Okay. This is sideways,
It is sideways.
but that's okay.
So
That's my estimate.
this is done with the ombre classes. The pattern itself, and I can't show you that because we need to get some more, uses a whole bunch of different classes, or different fabrics, I'm sorry. Different fabrics to get all these various shades. Pat has figured out how to use ombre fabric to get this beautiful wall hanging. Isn't that beautiful? This is foundation paper piecing, which is different than English paper piecing, but it's still different in a way. So this is another way.
It's still paper piecing. It's just one is by hand.
Yeah, this is
the other's
done
by machine.
Yep,
So I think this is fabulous.
this is beautiful.
It just keeps getting better every single time I look at it.
And as you can see over here, these are the fabrics that are in that kit.
Okay. Stay. Okay, we've got this. Then we also have our Christmas class, our Christmas sew along. That is also coming up on the 25th. So Stellar, you come in, you go to Stellar, you can actually stay and supervise us or supervise you and Denise and Pat while you do the show. Or you and Pat. I don't know who's doing it.
I don't know who's. I know I will be doing it because I will be here. You know that would have been my father's birthday on September 25th.
Well,
he would have been over 100. I'd have to figure it.
That's a lot of numbers.
104.
Wow.
So this is the Christmas tree ornament. Isn't that beautiful?
Now it's just one of them.
Oh yeah,
there's several different patterns in this one. So looks like they're all different. So there's 5 different ornaments. They are all different patterns. So you're like, oh, that's not my favorite. Well, that's only one of. And you have a whole kit of fabric to choose from. Whether you want it to be for the trees or, just because we chose green fabric for the trees doesn't mean you have to use the green fabric. We have a whole bunch of fat quarters. You make it how you want to do it.
That's right.
But Pat will give us the guidance starting on the 25th, and we will figure out how to do all of it little by little. But the ornament is our first one, and then we will just keep going down. Well, somewhere in the middle or somewhere at the end, we'll throw in the holly and the berries, and you will have a quilt like Christmas. So
Denise found us on YouTube.
Yay, Denise! Way to find us on more than one location.
So Pat wanted to share with you that if you want to take any of her classes, and I probably should have brought over the list, the Walking Foot 2 classes for September have been canceled.
Okay.
Because we didn't have anybody signing up, so they got canceled. I believe there are some in October, maybe, I think.
Okay. Well, we've had a lot of, sometimes it's just the time of the month. That it's not necessarily, or the date. If you have dates that work better for you, let us know, because Pat is usually fairly flexible on her days.
She is, except now she is taking she'll be here for the row by row.
Right.
She will be taking November, December, and January off. She's got a lot. She has been offering her time for teaching and for a lot of things here at the shop. Her stuff at home is getting behind, so she's taking a 3-month break. So if you want to, and Laura, who's in here today, said she just wants to take on classes for Pat. Now our other teachers are just as good.
Exactly.
But Pat is.
But Pat has a very good way of looking at things. She's very realistic. She doesn't expect you to be state fair quality.
Nope.
By the end of the class.
She doesn't want to be state fair quality.
That's true. That's true. That doesn't mean you can't be.
That's right.
But she will get you the tips and tricks that you need. And if you want to be state fair, then you can be.
Now, I understand when we did our Halloween row by row, one of the ladies that followed along and did that took hers to, I think it was the
Yes.
state fair, and won a ribbon.
Yes, I believe that was Laura Parashow.
Why? So congratulations.
Yes, so that's always exciting to see something that we helped promote, how you guys can do wonderful things
Yep.
with it. So I'm very proud of Laura. She's one of our own.
Yeah.
So very happy that she was able to do that. Speaking of one of our own, Chris Hobbs is the one who designed the stellar pattern
Yes.
that we are using, and she is a Story City resident. So we are thankful to have her around too.
Right.
So very excited. On the idea of patterns,
So
we have a
What?
whole bunch of them here
we do.
that are fairly new to us, and we just didn't know if we'd shown them to you.
I don't think
things
we have.
sneak in, and so we just like to say, hey, what about this? So if you want, I'll let you talk or show them, and I will just open them up so that we can get them out, and I don't want you to have to maneuver them.
And I've got a Band-Aid so I won't get blood on them.
Yeah.
This is Postcard Christmas. Look at that one. Isn't that adorable? It's a lap quilt, 50 by 58. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 different fabrics, it looks like. Well, this one actually uses a panel. So the big pictures are a panel, but boy, you could use any other fabric.
You could use any fabric you wanted, and you just pull it out, and you'd be good to go.
And we have at least we have had some panels that might work for that too.
Yeah.
So
this one is the Farmstead Quilt Company's woven wire. I just thought that looked fun.
that does look fun.
And now this one, approximate size is 72 by 84. So this is a really good size. It is close to, I would say really close to twin. It's definitely wide enough to be a twin, maybe even a double. Length might be just a little short, but it depends on how far you want it to hang over. If you just want it on the top, you're good to go.
That's right. This one is 5-star review and leftovers. And it's charm pack friendly. So you need 32 squares of a charm pack and coordinating fabric. And it's 30, well, that's 5-star review. So there's actually 2 there. Wow. The 5-star review takes they both take charm pack. And it is
but you can make your own charm pack
50
out of
by 12.
what you've got.
Leftovers is also one charm pack. And it sounds like it's
So
the
these are not really
leftovers
big.
from the first one, I'm thinking.
That could be.
It's what kind of sounds
Yeah,
like.
that's how they got
And
its
it's
name.
37 by 11. So there's 2 of them there.
So those are, that's great. So a charm pack is basically 5 by 5. But if you wanted to make your own out of certain fabrics you've got, so all you have to do is cut it up 5 by 5, or come in and we can help you find things
That would go together.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite things to do around here.
It is.
So this one is called Christmas Rhapsody, as in WRAPSODY. So this one is very cool. Yet another Christmas one. I don't know. I pulled all the Christmas ones. Maybe I'm thinking about something.
You are.
But this one is a fat quarter bundle. So, you could use just a bundle of Christmas, so fat quarters, and then just a few other fabrics, and you've got yourself a quilt. So this one makes presents slightly different than the way our presents are in our sew along. And then it has another star pattern to go with it. So it's very fun. And this is 72 by 72. So this is square. But like I've discovered in my process of learning, if you don't like square quilts, and I am sort of an anti-square quilt,
Me too.
add a border. Top and bottom, add a border, you're done. Bam, it's not square. So it doesn't have to be difficult.
Okay, this is Frosty Fun by Atkinson, and I've done some of her patterns, and I like them. This, look, this has got. You are ready. This makes you think you are ready to go out and go sledding down that
I
hill,
know.
or
I'm not
making a snowman.
I'm not big about winter, but I think it's going to hit us whether we want it or not.
That's right. This one is 46 and a half by 57 and a half.
So that one is a smaller throw.
Smaller, and
But
It looks-
it could be a wall hanging. It could be a kid's. I mean, that would be great for a kid.
yeah.
Have their own little winter thing. So this one's called Texas Two-Step. I don't know. Reminds me of when I was in high school and we had our classes and we did swing and we did jazz and we did Texas Two-Step and we did what else? Oh, square dancing. Basic square dancing. We did that in gym class for, well, let's see. That started when I was in elementary school. I can square dance if anybody needs to know that.
I can square dance.
Well, we can go do that.
I square danced with a cross trailers for several years.
Well, you're better than I am. I am only Rolling Story trained. So this is the Texas Two-Step. Anyway, this one you can make it with 9-inch size blocks, or if you want to do a smaller version, you can do 6-inch blocks, and you could do so. It will just be either bigger steps or smaller steps, and these are done. They give you a pattern for baby, lap, twin, double, queen, and king for both sizes. So I think that is so nice and wonderful. And this is totally a scrappy quilt. You could make that with whatever you got. All you need is one basic background fabric, and you could throw everything else in there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything but the kitchen sink.
This is Star Tango. Look at that. And this one was actually made, it says it was made with grunge fabric. Okay, so the size on this one, it's not probably on the front. No.
It's anonymous.
Oh, I take this back. You can make a throw, a twin, or a queen with this pattern.
Wow.
So it's got stars and
you
checks
can make
and
it
all
as
sorts.
bright or as
Yeah.
subdued as you want.
So this one, 3 different sizes you can use with this pattern. And think of all the colors you could use. I think it's really, it's fun. It's so
That's really, I love that one.
yeah,
Gets your attention.
it does.
I don't know why, but I look at that and I think that would make an awesome boys quilt.
Oh yeah, I think so.
You know, it just seems like there's so many quilts that are like only for girls or aimed for women or something along those lines. I think that would make a great boys quilt, especially with those colors.
I think
the reds
so,
and
too.
blues and the yellows. And
I think so too.
so,
and Robin has joined us on YouTube. And hi, Pat. Now you're on YouTube also.
excellent. So we're making progress. Same people, but we got them in different locations. So one of our other things I brought over, and yes, yet again, I'm looking at Christmas colors. And it wasn't even
time of year.
I don't know why. Well, it's not even that time of year.
Well,
It's just for quilters, you have to think ahead.
That's why it's that time of year.
So
because
it's
you
our time of year.
Yes.
So I was looking at the Australians, and sometimes we just don't bring them up, and sometimes we bring them up too much. But I was just looking at them, and I thought, we don't normally think of Australians as Christmas fabrics, but we have 3 of them here. They all are. They either have red or green or combinations, and I think you could use them together. You could use them individually. You could do, but it's just sort of a reminder that we do have several Australians floating around, and you can come in and make them part of your quilt.
They're actually on one shelf.
Yeah, they're easily located right inside the door. So anyway,
we're one of the few shops that, well, I don't know of another shop that carries the Australians.
I
know
might
there
know
are.
a couple in other parts of Iowa, but there might only be 3 of us that have this. And we, believe it or not, were the first. We haven't been around that long, but we were the first ones in the state of Iowa to have all the Australians. And we really have not regretted getting them ever since. It's nice to be just a little bit different. have
Mhm.
something that nobody else really has. Know that people can come here to find those products.
That's right.
So
So, I think that's everything
I
we
think-
have to
I think we've
show.
got everything. We still have our picture perfect that we've showed you before. We still have other classes, so just keep track online. Go on and see if there's anything that applies to you that might be interesting. We keep throwing new things out. If you are interested in one, let us know, and we can work with teachers and maybe come up with a date that works for you. Because a lot of the time, what we do for dates is sort of a, here you go, let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got. You just never know. And it might be that, oh, well, you had it on a Wednesday, but I can only do Tuesdays. Okay, well, let us know. We're willing to work with you.
We do have an upcoming applique class near the end of the month. I believe it's on Tuesday, I think.
Okay,
And it's machine applique is what it is. And it's really, you're just learning the technique. It is a technique class.
we seem to be doing very well with those technique classes because it's not a huge time
Right.
hog, because we can do the beginning to end quilts. That is not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But they do take a lot of time. So we just want to make sure that it's worth your time to come in here and get the information you need and go from there.
Well, Robin here is looking forward to our retreat.
Excellent.
Now,
Oh, so
I
that's,
s-
that's
I-
a you thing. You go
I
talk.
sent out earlier this week a big announcement, an upcoming announcement that if you like quilting retreats, we are going to have a quilting retreat February, it's a
28th,
27th
27th, 28th, and March 1st.
and March 1st, right? So we're going to probably, we're working on details and that sort of thing, but we've talked about letting people come in on a Thursday to set up. There won't be any sewing on setup.
So basically, what you'll be allowed to do is set up while we are setting up.
Right.
So
And then-
no sewing, but just giving you.
And then so you'll have all day Friday and all day Saturday to quilt, and then part of the day on Sunday. As I said, we're still working on the fine details, but we have reserved the community center here in Story City, so that's taken care of. We've been talking about meals. We're probably, because this is our first time and we don't want to be totally overwhelmed, we will probably limit it to 20. And then I'm not sure what the minimum is yet, but
we will see. But as long as you guys are out there and you're interested, we will work on it. And
so
you know,
we'll keep watching Facebook, because I'll be throwing, as we get more information out, we'll be sending out Facebook announcements on that, and we'll talk about it on our shows and everything. So that
will be first come, first serve.
It will be. Yep.
So we'll just keep throwing it out there and keep letting you know what's going on.
And
as
how
we
to
learn.
register and all of that too. So
Okay. Well, I think that is it for tonight. So we are thankful that you joined us, and we hope you guys have a wonderful week. I won't be here for the next couple of weeks, but these guys are going to have you in their very capable hands.
The 9th, we're still trying to figure out
how it's going to happen
because she's going to be gone.
I'll be back.
You'll be
on
back?
the 9th.
Oh, you'll be back on the 9th, but I will be gone. And so far,
so it might just be a YouTube kind of night, not a non-YouTube, a Facebook kind of night.
Yeah, I'm the only one although these guys can really run YouTube. But
it's not that we can't run it, we just can't do it.
That's true, because it's under my name, and oh well.
We'll figure it out. You guys don't have to worry about it. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and until we see you next time, go sew something great.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.